Lightning type Pokemon are my favorite, just like my favorite viewers are the ones that are subscribed to this channel. Did you know that I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers? Wow, all my subscribers are so handsome and beautiful. What wonderful people. Now, my latest Lightning type Gym Leader Challenge deck features the awesome Luxray from Ultra Prism with the Volt Bolt attack, which does 150 damage to any of your opponent's Pokemon. Being able to target down support Pokemon or prime attackers is really good in Gym Leader Challenge format, and this Luxray fits perfectly in my Lightning type build. I'm stoked to show it off in action, but before we get to it, let's head over to FullGripGames.com. Welcome in the new year with 15% off everything site-wide at FullGripGames.com. That's 15% off Pokemon TCG singles, sealed Pokemon product, graded cards, gaming accessories, and so much more. The discount is automatically applied at checkout, no coupon code required. So head over to FullGripGames.com now and see what you can find for your Pokemon TCG collection. Thank you so much for shopping at FullGripGames.com. Now, let's check out that Lightning type Gym Leader Challenge deck. This is my latest Lightning type Gym Leader Challenge deck that I've been working on. Now, if you're new to Gym Leader Challenge format, don't worry about it. It's super fun and easy to get into, and all of the rules are available at GymLeaderChallenge.com. There's just a couple of things to keep in mind when building a Gym Leader Challenge deck. First of all, it's a monotype format, so you have to pick your favorite type of Pokemon, whether it's lightning, fire, water, colorless, and then build your entire deck using just that type, like a gym leader might. Next, it's a singleton format, so you can only play one of each card except basic energy in your deck. And then finally, it is a single prize format, so no rule box cards are allowed in Gym Leader Challenge decks. No Pokemon V, VMAX, EX, GX, or anything like that. And the resulting format is a ton of fun. There are players all over the world playing Gym Leader Challenge format. It's been featured at regional championships, national championships, and even the world championships in the form of side events. It's never been a better time to build your first Gym Leader Challenge deck. The main strategy of this deck is to set up both Flaaffy and Eelektrik and use their Dynamotor abilities to charge extra lightning energy from your discard pile onto your bench Pokemon. And this is really valuable since many of the attackers in this deck require that you discard energy in order to use their attacks, like Regieleki with its Terraspark attack, which does 120 damage and 40 damage to 2 of the opponent's bench Pokemon, but requires that you discard all energy attached to it. Similarly, Luxray's Volt Bolt attack requires that you discard all lightning energy attached to this Pokemon, but does 150 damage to any of the opponent's Pokemon. And then Eelektross's Extreme Current does 160 damage and requires that you discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. So charging energy from the discard pile to your bench Pokemon with Flaaffy and Eelektrik is essential to the functioning of this deck. And since both of the energy accelerators in this deck are stage 1 Pokemon, this deck is very fast, easy to set up, and aggressive. Playing into that strategy perfectly is Zapdos with its Thunderous Assault attack, which does 10 damage plus 70 more damage if this Pokemon switched from the bench to the active spot during your turn. Being able to launch a turn 1 attack for 80 damage is really good in this format, since you can easily knock out small Pokemon like Mareep, Tynamo, Grookey, Pidgey, stuff like that. All these little basic Pokemon, Zapdos just feasts on those. Tapu Koko also works great in this deck thanks to its free retreats and Flying Flip attack. Flying Flip does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. You can set up knockouts really easily with Flying Flip and then Terraspark, and then of course with Volt Bolt, you pretty much have access to whatever Pokemon you want on your opponent's side of the board. And then my favorite part about playing Luxray in this Lightning type deck is Luxio. Luxio has the Disconnect attack, which does 30 damage and makes it so your opponent can't play any item cards from their hand during their next turn. And thanks to Shinx's Evolutionary Advantage ability, you can evolve Shinx into Luxio on the first turn of the game if you go second. And this deck always wants to go second, since not only does it allow you to get a turn 1 item lock with Luxio, it also allows you to take a turn 1 knockout with Zapdos' Thunderous Assault attack, making it so that you can take knockouts and disrupt your opponent before they have an opportunity to set up. This lightning type deck is awesome to play, so check it out in action and let me know what you think in the comments below. Going second against JD's metal deck, he's got Magearna in the active. Perfect starter in the metal deck with its overhaul attack, which allows you to shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 cards. Dialga down as well. U-turn board on the Magearna. It's all looking good. I would like to get a turn 1 item lock if I can. Yeah, nice. Jubilife Village. Cool. Let's see what we can do. We've got Level Ball, and I want to get the turn 1 item lock. We've got Shinx. Shinx has the evolutionary advantage ability, which reads if you go second, this Pokemon can evolve during your first turn. So I would have to speed lightning into a way to help me, yeah, you know, get... It's fine, we got it. See? Broken deck, bro. Is broken. Let's go. Luxio. And then we want to stick something where it doesn't want to be. So we're going to Guzma, and we're going to Guzma up Meltan because my opponent probably doesn't want Meltan in the active. And then we're going to start using Disconnect for 30 damage. And item lock. So my opponent cannot play any item cards from their hand so long as I'm using Disconnect. And that's going to allow me to set up pretty well, hopefully, without enduring too much aggression from my opponent. And then eventually Luxio can evolve into Luxray and take a big knockout with its attack. It does 150 damage anywhere I want for 3. We've got N for next turn, so that's very good. And I can slap a lightning energy on a Tapu Koko, it doesn't hurt. Tapu Koko is not a bad attacker in a pinch. But they do have Guzma to switch, so they're just going to Guzma up the Magearna. That's fine. And get Meltan back to the bench. Probably like that. So let's do this. This is kind of a fun play. I like this. Scoop up net the Tapu Koko, go into Mareep with the air balloon, and then I can potentially, you know, keep it asleep while I item lock. That's fun. So we'll do that and we'll end. Not a great draw for this, if I'm being honest. It's Fluffy Pillow, retreats, and disconnect. Now the Jubilife is definitely helping them. And nice, we kept them asleep. Let's go. The sleep and the item lock. Man, it feels like it's 2014 or 2015 all over again. That Crystal Cave is really bumming me out, though. That pretty much erased all of the damage. Not pretty much. It erased all of the damage that I did. Which is not cool, man. That's not cool, bro. I just did that damage. I'm trying to have that stay there. But what's hilarious is that they only have Ball Guy as their supporter for turn, and Ball Guy gets 3 items that they cannot play. So that kind of rocks. I don't have a counter to this Crystal Cave, so we're just stuck here. Yeah, we're just stuck here. That's fine. They're sleeping. They're still sleeping. Eventually, I'll build up an electric ball, I guess. Huh. So what do we do? What do we do about this? Crystal Cave, I'm not doing any damage. They're still sleeping. All right, we've got Stormy Mountains. Now I've got plays. Okay, good. We can continue setting up. We want to go get Tynamo. There's still sleep. We attach to, I think, Luxio. And disconnect one time. Still sleep. he's sleeping. Man, this Magearna exhausted. Just straight up. Straight up tired, bro. You are not going to Lucamine for that Crystal Cave back. No, leave that thing away. This is so annoying. That's fine. All right, and Magearna stays woke. Got it. We get Ball Guy off the top. Okay. So I was thinking that, yeah, we'll Ball Guy, and then I can get his, oh, my Hisuian Heavy Ball's prized. No. All right. We still want to thin the deck, so this is okay. We've got Ultra Ball. I can go get one of my Dynamotor guys. I know they have Guzma in their hand, so I might as well, like, go in. So we're going to switch, and I think I'm just going to Electric Ball for the knockouts. Get that Magearna out of there, and take a prize. We find Evosoda. That's okay. And now we have to figure out, you know, what do they got cooked up for this next turn? What kind of item cards have they had in their hand that they haven't been able to play? Swing and a miss on Hisuian Heavy Ball. They got both Heavy Balls. 2 Heavy Balls. There's Melmetal. Melmetal's got this Ingot Swing, which makes it so that it cannot be damaged by Pokemon that have abilities. I don't love that. Then there's also Heatran, which can do 160 damage if it has a fire energy attached to it. Dialga. Bronzor can evolve into Bronzong. Once Bronzong is set up, it can use its Metal Link's ability to accelerate extra metal energy into play. Dialga can use Metal Blast, 120 damage for 3, and Temporal Backflow, nice for recovering extra resources. Now these guys resist metal, which is nice. Luxio does, Shinx does, Luxray does. That's good. But this hand, we want a supporter card. That's what I want. Uh-oh, Heatran. Okay, and Raihan. Yeah, that Heatran is moving. It's moving. That thing's cooking. And I don't like it. But I've got plays. Okay, we have got plays. Now, weirdly, I don't really want to Hex Maniac them. Well, do I still have plays? I still have plays. Okay. Barely, but I got plays. Okay, so we send up Mareep. And we've got Zebstrika, which... Blitzle. Why is my Blitzle and my Hisuian Heavy Ball prized? Somebody please help. We've got Evosoda, which I think we would just want to keep the... We want to keep the Flaaffy... or keep the Mareep right now, because Fluffy Pillow could still situationally be useful. So we're going to evolve this one instead. And then we want to Ultra Ball away Quick Ball and Hex. Which is fine. And we want to go get you, buddy. Okay. And we're going to Dynamotor to the Luxray. And Electropower. Retreat. Okay. And we're going to Bolt the active. And I'm not going to... I didn't want to use Hex because then it turns off my Intimidating Fang. Nice. Colress rip. It's good. It would turn off my Intimidating Fang. Intimidating Fang is making this Luxray really hard to knock out right now because Blasting Hammer does 150, and Luxray not only resists, but also has Intimidating Fang. So that Blasting Hammer is not going to be a one-hit KO. So my hope was that if I don't play Hex, then they can't go like Muscle Band, knockout with Blasting Hammer. Like this Luxray is going to live through the turn no matter what. That's the hope anyways. I don't think that there's a way for them to chew through my Luxray this turn. And that's something that the Lightning deck usually doesn't have at its disposal. Usually Lightning's attackers are getting knocked out every single turn. So it's really nice to be able to have a free retreating Pokemon that doesn't get knocked out every turn. And it's got a metal resistance, which is also just fantastic. So yeah, Ingot Swing's only doing 30 damage, which is pretty good. We got Gloria and Colress. I feel like it's Rescue Stretcher for this guy and Colress, definitely. Yeah, it is not a Gloria turn. We need to draw some cards now. Yesterday, really. And let's see. We need to get rid of that Crystal Cave for sure. But we just want to do that with Silent Lab because I want to save the Field Blower. And then we can thin the deck with Professor's Letter. Okay, we got Flaaffy still in the deck. That's fine. And let's Dynamotor to Tapu Koko. Attach to Tapu Koko. And we'll Flying Flip. Nice little 20 damage to everybody. Soften them all up. Make them a little bit easier to deal with. That certainly feels very good. And then we've got options for next turn. We've got Teammates, we've got Avery, and we've got Juniper. So lots of things we could do. Mid-game Flying Flip is really good for the Lightning deck. It can help set up extra prize turns like this Jirachi. You know, if we hit that with Flying Flip and then we hit it with Regieleki's Terra Spark, then it'll have 60 damage on it. Then it's just one more Flying Flip away from knockout or one more Terra Spark away from knockout. Well, I guess 2 Terra Sparks would knock it out regardless, but it's, you know, it's cool. Verse Seeker, don't you dare get loose of me. You're supposed to leave that Crystal Cave. Gone. Get that thing out of my sight. This is why the metal deck is so tough to play against. Oh my gosh, it just always heals. It heals. It never stops healing. And they've got Blasting Hammer. Okay, so now I know they have Raihan. 160 minus 50 is 110. Still not a knockout on Luxray. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. So we want to take a knockout on Melmetal with Luxray, which means that we need to Teammates. And we're going to go get Flaaffy. And I feel like, I mean, Town Map is really good. Town Map's really good. Also, like a Regieleki would be really good. I think Town Map is kind of nuts. And this is one of the reasons I love playing Town Map. Because you can Teammates for it. And I'm telling you, I Teammates for Town Map all the time. Because now it's like, okay, I can just go get that Blitzle. I can go get the Float Stone. I don't have to wait for it. I'm going to Dynamotor. Do that. And I know they're probably not disrupting my hand next turn. do that. Attach here. Retreats. And let's just Volt Bolt. Knock out the active. All right. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that ingot swing anymore. And we're going to go get Blitzle. So that's fine. I've got a pretty small board. Yeah, Copperaja could just deal with this Luxray right now. That's probably what I'm most concerned about. Is my Electropower still in the deck? No, of course not. What the heck, bro? It's fine. So yes, we've got this guy coming in. And how do we deal with it? Muscular Schnoz. That's a lot of damage. Okay, 3-3 prizes. We got Regieleki, that's good. We got Blitzle. And this field blower is, yeah, it's fine. Field blower, the Crystal Cave, Ordinary Rod back in, the Tapu Koko, and the, am I down my Rescue Stretcher? I am. So it's just the Tapu Koko is the only one worth it. Because I can't get the Luxray back out. So we're going to go Tapu Koko and 2 energy. We'll attach here and Juniper. Okay. So now three to three prizes. That's fine. I need to play around the fact that they might have Mallow and Lana in their hands. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. So let's Dynamotor. And just swing in with Regieleki, I think. But what if they do, if they have, I guess we're kind of just saying if they have, you know, if they have Mallow and Lana in their hand, they probably just win. Which is ugly, but just true. Okay, so we go Terraspark, Soften Up, Heatran, and Bronzong and Jirachi. Okay. Could Rope this turn. Rope is so good to have, though, just generally. Yeah, they do have the Mallow and Lana. So it's like, okay. That's fine, though. I got Revive. All I have is Revive left. So, but the thing is, I could take a... Okay. So here's the play. We Regieleki again. And I'm going for the 3 prize turn. Because I'm going to knock out 1, 2... Yeah. I'm going to... Well, I need to have an energy. And I don't want to get rid of this Electross. That's fine, it's fine. Okay. We get Silene back. Okay. Well, now the plot thickens, because I could just take this knockout with Electross, potentially. If I Silene heads. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? So. Let's evolve into Zebstrika. Let's revive the Regieleki. And let's go for Silene. Sick! Okay. Get the Electropower. Do that. Do that. Sprint. Okay. And we go. Oh, I needed a Dynamo first. What am I doing? I knew I was missing something. I was like, I'm missing something real bad. Oh, that's literally foolish of me. I missed an energy attachment completely. Oh my God. So foolish of me. I know, throwing. I've come this far. And we extreme currents for 190 damage. We take the float stone. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, I'm such a fool. All right. Yeah, if I get +1 energy here, that's like potentially the game. Oh my gosh. That one extra Dynamotor is potentially... That's a potential lose con, though. I don't have Zapdos. Is Zapdos in the deck? It is in the deck. Okay. It's good to know. Okay. And Regieleki can take the win on Jirachi and Dialga. So that's fine. And I should have 1 lightning energy exactly left in my deck. Yeah. So we're on like we're on the edge here. We're on the absolute edge of our resources. But that's okay. Metal forces you to play the resource game. It forces you to. That's what Metal does best. So they're going to gust and knock out my Regieleki. Okay. With Dialga. And they go to 1 prize left. Okay. So we promote Flaaffy. And... we say Dynamotor. Lightning energy here. Raihan. A lightning energy here. I have another Versus Seeker in my deck. I'm a sack. All right. I need them to not be able to attack with Heatran. So I need to... what if I have Versus Seeker for Hex? But I can't Versus Seeker for Hex because I'm Raihaning. Duh. Okay. What if they get that fire back? They could get the fire back. They only got 16 cards left in that deck. They could. I don't think that there's any other way to do this. I think we're just getting the Zapdos out and saying, all right. We just go Extreme Current, take the knockout. I've only got so many cards left in my deck. And we just say, hopefully they can't do it. So I need them to not get the fire energy. That's it. I mean, that's it. It's if they get fire, they win. Because they get the Heatran 160. And I have exactly 160 hit points. Uh-oh. No fire. Come on. There's probably only 1 fire in that deck. Marnie. No. Come on. No way. That's right. That's right. You don't have it. Sheesh. Oh, it's such a close game. That's so crazy. Mount Coronet, metals, but no fire. Oh man, this is a great game. This is so close. And they have the third metal energy, but no fire energy. Oh my gosh. And that's it. They have to guard claw. And I have got Versus Seeker for Guzma. And that is GG's, JD. Wow, that was a wonderful game for sure. That was so close. Great game, great game. Wow, yeah, that was really down to the wire. If you get that fire energy, that's it. Game over. Wow. We're up against Toba's fighting deck. We've got a pretty decent opening hand with Quick Ball, Lightning Energy, and Guzma. That's really solid for the Lightning deck because you can just go turn 1, Zapdos, Thunderous Assaults, and target down whatever Pokemon you want on your opponent's side of the board. Turn 1 knockout against Pokemon like Machop or Phanpy is really good. Now this matchup is my weakness, right? I mean, fighting is super effective against lightning. So we have to be careful. But I think that that this is a matchup we can overcome with some quick aggression. Like being able to knock out that Phanpy turn 1, that is super good. So we're going to quick ball away the Hex and hope that Zapdos is in the deck. And there is my beautiful Zapdos. Let's check out the rest of the prizes. We've got Luxio and Luxray. We've got Mareep and Flaaffy. We've got Tynamo and Eelektrik is prized. That's fine. Oh no, Electric's right here. Hello, buddy. And then we'll Guzma up the Phanpy. And Thunderous Assaults. For the knockouts, we've got Air Balloon and Float Stone. Let's see if Toba's got a way to respond now that they can play supporters. And they've got N, which is fine. We'll get 5 cards. And sure enough, we got another Versus Seeker. So we don't have a draw card. But I can continue aggressing with Team Up Zapdos. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We've got Float Stone on... I think we actually Float Stone on the Zapdos because I'm probably going to want to retreat next turn. And then we're going to Lightning to the Regieleki, Professor's Letter to thin my deck because I don't actually have a great hand other than the fact that I'm continuing to use Thunderous Assaults turn after turn to take these knockouts. I mean, this is all we got, but hey, we'll take it. Zapdos leading the charge. All right, bud, and we find Cynthia off the prizes. That's wonderful. Got it going on. Green's Exploration can go search out 2 trainer cards, put them into Toba's hand. My board position is terrible, so if Toba is able to get anything going, then we may have a bad time. It's the 4 prize turn, so if they play Buzzwole from Forbidden Lights, the Buzzwole with the Sledgehammer attack, then they could start doing some serious damage. I'm on my 4 prize turn, so if they got like Buzzwole, strong energy, and then got that Buzzwole in the active, they could knock out Zapdos, and then I'd be like, ooh. But looks like they don't have that play. They're just going for a more stable setup with Hisuian Growlithe and Roly-Coly. And this is why we put the Float Stone on the Zapdos, because I'm probably going to have to pivot this next turn. Let's go. I think commit this energy to Regieleki and Cynthia. I don't want to waste my Field Blower on Brookla Hill when there might be a better target later on in the game. This is a pretty solid hand now, though. I've got Mareep and Town Map. Check our prizes with Town Map. We've got Shinx and Tapu Koko prized, but at least I have access to them now. I think I'm good to retreat into I'll retreat into Mareep. I'll retreat into Regieleki, and I'm going to Static Shock. That's what we got. And then next turn, if they don't take a knockout, I'm good for a Terra Spark. If they do take a knockout, then I can Ball Guy, Raihan, you know, one of those two. They've got this Hisuian Arcanine, which is looking pretty intimidating at this point. Karina can get Rare Candy and Colossal so that they can spring that Roly-Coly right into a Colossal. So this is definitely intimidating. They've got Onyx down. Onyx can evolve into the massive Steelix. And there is Colossal with its Tar Generator ability, which can accelerate fighting and fire energy from the discard pile to Pokemon in play. They've got the built-up Hisuian Arcanine, but no switch card with Machop just hanging out here. That's fine. We will Nest Ball and definitely want to get the Blitzle. And then I have Ball Guy as well. So we're going to do that and set up just more Pokemon. Get all the balls. And we'll play Timer Ball. See if I can find Flaaffy. Flaaffy. There you are. Good boy. Then we got Level Ball. We'll go get Tynamo. Put Tynamo down. And it's going to be a Terra Spark for me. Soften up. Ugh, it's only doing, 20 damage. But I still feel like we should just hit it just to get some damage on it. But yeah, that stone fighting energy, making it so that that dude takes less damage. We know we're getting knocked out this next turn, so I don't need switch because I'm going to promote to free retreater. But I guess I don't have Tapu Koko out, so we should probably get a free retreater. Probably. We've got Raihan already. Switch is good. But we've got the free retreater. So long as I don't get the Zapdos Field Blower, I don't actually need it. So Shinx could be cool. I could actually build it up in time. Yeah, let's get Shinx. We'll start building up our game-winning Luxray, which could be very strong. Zebstrika is good to evolve this next turn. They've kind of got the dream team now. They've got Colossal. They've got Steelix. They've got Hisuian Arcanine, who pairs perfectly with Colossal because its Scorching Horn attack does 80 plus 80 more damage if it has any fire energy attached to it, and Colossal accelerates fire and fighting from the discard pile to your Pokemon in play. And now they're going to start working on that Steelix, and Steelix is huge. So this next turn, who do I actually want to attack with? Who do we want to attack with? Could just be Zapdos. And it's like I'm not taking a knockout, but kind of building. I think that's okay. We're just, it's like building turn. We can go Zebstrika and just Raihan to the Zebstrika, and we just want to go get honestly, they've got no energy in the discard pile. I don't really want to escape rope right now. Rescue Stretcher is probably good. Or Revive. Revive to get the Regieleki back could be decent. I don't hate that. Okay, so we'll do that. We're going to revive and get this guy back and then sprint. We'll do that. We find some pretty good cards here. I really like this. We'll retreat into Zapdos. And then I'm going to save my switch card for the following turn with Thunderous Assault. We're only doing 60 damage, but this thing's big, all right? It's big, and there's not exactly a lot of Pokemon in the Lightning deck that do 170 damage right now. In this version of the deck, I've got my Luxray, which can do 150, and then I've got my Electross, which could do 160, but Tynamo is not very close to Electross right now, and Shinx is not very close to being a Luxray, so I've got to do it the hard way. We'll promote Flaaffy. Steelix got another energy, that's fine. We can Ordinary Rod. We're going to let's just shuffle the Pokemon back in. We're going to put these fellas back into the deck. We're going to Field Blower that, put the Air Balloon down, and Juniper to draw as many cards as we can. We find Luxio, which is good. We don't find any energy. Huh. That's tough. I don't find any energy. I don't find electric. I should have put an energy back into the deck with that rod. I didn't realize I had 4 down. That's okay, though. I think we just sprint. Do I sprint? That's an awfully big sprint. That's fine. We can sprint. We'll sprint. Yeah. And see what else we find. Okay. We've got Stormy Mountains and Speed Lightning Energy. So, I'm going to be 10 short with Zapdos. Or if I find Electric, I can take the knockout with Regieleki. So let's go get Zapdos. We've got Electropower in the deck. We've got Evosoda in the deck. We've got Electric in the deck. And there's Muscle Band. All right, so there's options. I think then the best bet is to go Zapdos. Man, let's go. That was a good choice. We're going to retreat. I'm going to Dynamotor and energy onto, I think I'm going, I think I'm going one onto Regieleki. I guess I also need to think about potential. Oh, I don't have the eel. That's fine. All right, we're going here. Zapdos, and then we Thunderous Assault. And we finally knock out the Hisuian Arcanine. And then we've got Tapu Koko and Evolution Incense. Evolution Incense is probably the card we want, because we're going to want to get the other Dynamotor guy into play. We're going to want to get Eel. And then we've got Flaaffy, and we've got the Steelix we got to deal with, who is like way too big, and they've got Guzma, and they're going to take out my Regieleki. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I've only got 2 prizes left. I got to knock out just both these guys, and then we got there. We're just not quite there yet. Okay, that's fine. So we'll promote the Flaffinator, and I can afford to 2-hit KO one of these guys. So let's teammates. We've got Rescue Stretcher. I think Rescue Stretcher is fine. And then I've got Evosoda, and then we should just be able to go knockout. Well, okay. Because he's only got 90 hit points left. So actually, it's a resource game right now. I don't have a lot left, but I just need to make sure I don't mess it up and that I win with the cards that I have remaining. So we can definitely do it. Just need to make sure that we do it correctly. This seems fine. So we'll get that. And we're going to Evosoda our Eelektrik. And we're going to Evolution Incense. And we're going to get Luxray. And I think maybe it's correct to just Volt Bolt the Colossal. Yeah, that's it. That's 100% it. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go Luxray. And then we're going to go Dynamotor. And we're going to go Dynamotor. And we're going to go Lightning Energy. Retreat. And there's nothing else to get. Save the Rescue Stretcher. Volt Bolt. Hit the Colossal. Take that KO. And then off the prizes. Thank you, Corey, for that sub. We'll take the Switch. And then they've got Earthquake. The Steelix has got 190 hit points. It's huge. The only thing standing between me and victory is a 190 hit point Steelix with a strong energy attached to it, doing 200 damage every turn. They've got just 2 prizes left, but I should have win. I can Dynamotor to my Eelektrik, and then I can Dynamotor again and evolve into Electross. Electropower, retreat into, oops, Electross, and then Extreme Currents for 190 damage. End the game. GG's, GG's, GG's. That was almost a throw. That was a misclick there at the end. Thank goodness I grabbed the Switch. Great games to both my opponents, and thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers. That silver button is nearly mine. But it's, you know, I'm not there yet, and I need your help in order to get there. So if you could click the subscribe button, that'd be sick. Y'all have a good one. See ya.